I'm going to show you how you can use Sony Vegas Pro and the Twixter video effects plugin to create an ultra slow motion. You may have seen these ultra slow motion things used in some GoPro videos. For example, this base jumper here. And you've probably seen this video of Ronnie Renner jumping some sand dunes. The reason those videos work so well is because of the background, the subject matter in the background. So you're moving object. It's nice to have a object that flies through a nice blue sky and to give you a nice crisp edge, and then an object that just doesn't change too much in the air as well is great to use in Twixter. The other thing to when you're making some videos, you want to make sure your frame rate is set to the highest frame rate you've got available. That will still give you your resolution you want, obviously. So in this case, the example video I'm going to use is a 60 frames per second video. What you're going to do is open up your Vegas Pro. I've already got mine open. So I'm going to quickly run you through how I use Twixter. So I'm just going to drop this video in here. It's not the best video for an example, but I'm going to use it anyway. So this is a video of me just jumping off a rock into some water. I'll just play it for you. Nope. Alright, so I'm just going to find the point at which I want the slow motion to start. So I want it to start right here. Right here. That's where I want it to start. So I'm just going to press S. And it's just going to split it up into two chunks. And then I'm just going to keep scrolling with my arrows until I find where I want it to stop. So I want it to stop right there. Right as it hit the water. So I'm just going to zoom in some more. Just scroll in with my mouse wheel. And just to make it so it takes up the whole thing. So the next thing you're going to do, I'm just going to move this over. Right click on the part I want to go slow motion. And I'm going to create a subclip. The next thing I'm going to do is click on my audio and press U. And I'm just going to scroll out again and just set my audio aside. So I've unhooked my audio from the rest of my clip by pressing U, and I'm just going to move it over here. And we'll get to the reason behind that a little later. Next thing you're going to do is right click on your video again, go to Properties, and disable the resample. So under your Video Effects tab, you're going to find your Twixter, grab it, drag it, drop it onto the part you want slow motion. So we could easily take this video and stretch it out to do twice the length and play it at half speed, and it'll probably look good because it's 60 frames, and it'd play back at 30 and it'll look great. But I'm going to change this one to run at 10% speed, so 1/10. And there's no OK button here, just hit the X and it's there. And we're going to need a little bit more room than that because we're going to stretch this out to be 10 times as long. So because we've created a subclip now, you can count the notches as we go. So there's the first notch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Need a little more room here. 9 and 10. Okay. So just move that audio out of the way. So the way Twixter works, it doesn't make each clip exactly 10 clips is going to be 10%. It should be in reality, but it's not. So I'm just going to scroll through until I find the spot where the clip begins to replay over again. So you can see as I hit the water, it should be right around here somewhere, it starts to jump back. And you can see, looks like my shorts are beginning to appear just above my head there. So we want to go back until those disappear. Right about there. And then I'm just going to press S to split that off. And then I'm just going to click on that and press delete on my keyboard. And then you can drag the end, the finishing, the normal speed end of the video, and just until it snaps to the end. So now I'm just going to highlight it all, minus the audio that I dragged out earlier. And I'm just going to press Shift B to do a pre-render. So pre-rendering. So you'll notice the Twixter portion goes a lot slower. That's because it's actually doing some processing and creating those little pictures it wants to put between each frame that's not actually there, right? So if you notice you can't pre-render your whole video, what you want to do is come up here and change your preview quality to set it a little lower. And then that should do it. And if that doesn't work, you'll have to go into your options and set the amount of memory that it uses for a pre-render to be higher. So I'm just going to play that now.
Nope.
Nice and slow, and splash. Okay, so you notice we don't have any audio during the slow motion part. So now I've gone back to this. I'm going to drag this little piece of audio back in here. Zoom in a little bit. And then I'm going to hold Control on my keyboard. And you'll see the zigzag appear below my mouse cursor. So you hold Control, grab it, and drag it. I can drag the audio to be 4 times as long. I can't drag it any farther than this. So what we're going to do with that is, because we can't, and there's no other way to do this that I've found anyway, so just bring it over to the side for now, and I'll just highlight it by double clicking on the clip. I'll just go render as, and then I'll just call it untitled and save it on my desktop. And this should go fairly quick because it's just audio. Well, there's actually some video there too, but it's just going to be blank video. Like so. And we'll just close that. And we actually don't need this anymore. So now I'm just going to minimize that, grab that untitled audio, drag it into my Sony Vegas, and we'll unhook this video, this blank black video. We don't need that. So just press U again, click on it, press delete, drag my video or my audio back over. Same thing again, hold Control, zigzags appear, drag it over until it snaps to the end. Now you'll see, I'll double click again, I'll play this again for you.
Nope.
And the audio actually matches up. There isn't much to hear, but it's because it's just slow motion. But if you had some audio there, it would match up properly, and that would be how it sounds. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.